This is Joey's favorite pet. She had named him Belle. Every morning before she left for school, she fed Belle a piece of apple and lettuce. During the day, Belle fed himself grasses and weeds within the pond. He waited for Joey to return back from school. When she did, she fed Belle with more fruits and vegetables and spoke about all the activities in school. One evening, when Joey was feeding Belle, she was crying. She seemed to be telling something to Belle, but he did not understand.
Joey's family had decided to move into another house in the city.
Zoe, we are going to move into another house. The house is big, but did not have an open pond, so Belle cannot move along with us. Mom, can Belle live in basket or bathtub in our new house? No, Zoe. Belle is a turtle. He needs a large place to swim. If you place him in a closed house, he will be very uncomfortable. He needs to live in an open habitat.
Zoe agreed hesitantly.
Belle was therefore left into the lake in the town. Belle seems to like the new place. The water was so cool and there was a lot of weed and grasses to feed on, and he also made new friends. In the evening, many kids used to come to the lake with their families. They used to feed Belle with full pieces of cake and the leftover or whatever they bring to eat. Sometimes they were through foods with plastic covers. Belle found it's hard to chew this new thing, but to eat the food within the plastic cover, he consumed the whole thing.
After a few days, Belle felt very sick. His throat choked. He could not eat anything. He could not even move. He went to a corner of the lake and just sat under a rock. After many days, Belle died a slow and helpless death. Plastics are eaten by hungry turtles, confusing it for jellyfish or any other food. This chokes and blocks the digestive system of the turtles and slowly leads to death. Never throw plastic garbage into open water bodies like oceans, rivers, lakes, or ponds. You may be causing harm to your favorite animal.
Plastic is cheap, sterile, and convenient. They are lightweight, durable, and can be molded into almost any shape, not requiring time-consuming manual work. Plastic can be easily mass-produced, and its raw materials are available in vast amounts and incredibly cheap. So, the golden era of plastic began. It changed our life, but this wonder of technology got a little out of hand. Unfortunately, plastic does not appear and goes away. It has saturated our environment. Plastic pollution has become one of the most pressing environmental issues, as rapidly increasing production of disposable plastic products overwhelm the world's ability to deal with them. So, what did we do with all this waste? 9% was recycled, 12% burned, but 79% of it is sticking around. The amount of solid plastic waste produced in the 1950s that has not been burned or recycled is around 4.9 billion tons, and much of it has indeed ended up in landfill around the world. The remaining has found its way into the natural environment with around 10 million tons a year ending up in the ocean. The plastic is still just one and thrown away, taking hundreds of years to decompose.
Where does all the plastic in the oceans come from? The majority of plastic pollution in the ocean is caused by littering. As the plastic is very cheap, we always have a disposable mentality when it comes to plastic. However, some people are downright irresponsible as they throw rubbish into the river instead of throwing them into the dustbin. These people do not realize about the consequences of their irrational actions and the importance of keeping the water clean. This is due to the lack of environmental awareness among people from all walks of life. Once the plastic enters the ocean, it takes over 400 years to decompose. This causes severe plastic pollution in the ocean as they accumulate. As new plastic items are being produced every day, the cycle repeats. Until businesses start to use environmental-friendly materials, the cycle of producing and disposing will continue. Other than that, fishing industry also contributes to the problem of plastic pollution in the oceans. The fishing net used for certain large-scale trawling operations are usually made up of plastic. The leaking of toxins happens as they are being submerged in the oceans for a very long time. They often get broken or lost in the water and cause the oceans to be polluted.
Plastic pollution is undoubtedly an issue that requires worldwide cooperation, as plastic pollution brought a lot of negative impacts on humans, animals, and the earth. First and foremost, the plastic pollutions affect sea turtles' life. Sea turtles might accidentally eat the plastic materials. This is because the turtle confused between plastic bags and jellyfish. Plastic is a type of material that cannot be digested. Accumulation of plastic inside the stomach will lead to internal injury and death. Moreover, plastic pollution can cause physical harm to marine life too. Sea lions' neck and hands were packed with the plastic bag. This caused them to get injured easily. Sea lions get stuck by the plastic bag and making them hard to migrate from one place to another place. In addition, plastic will prevent the oxygen and sunlight from reaching the corals. Fish depends on coral for food and shelter. When the coral get damaged, the fish populations will decrease. Lastly, plastic pollution can also endanger human life. This is because we consume the fishes that contain toxin released by the plastic. This will lead to hormonal abnormalities. If humans accidentally eat plastic, this might lead to severe health problems such as cancers and impaired immunity.
Firstly, the major method to solve plastic pollution is by practicing 3R, which are recycle, reduce, and reuse. For your information, 90% of plastic items in our daily life are used once and then being disposed, but there is less than 40% of plastic packaging is being recycled worldwide. So how can we recycle our plastic item? Check out the number on the bottom of the container. Plastic items with mark number 1, 2, and 5 are commonly recyclable. Other than that, we should replace all plastic items to reusable version to reduce usage of plastic items. For example, bringing on grocery bag to store and on silverware to buy foods or drink. We also should refuse usage of single-use plastic such as plastic bag, water bottles, straw, cups, utensils, dry cleaning bag, take-out container, and any other plastic items that are used once and then discarded. As important as it is to change our individual behaviors, such changes alone are insufficient to stop ocean plastic pollution. We also need legislation that reduces plastic production, improves waste management, and makes plastic producers responsible for the waste they generate. We should support local, national, and international legislation that provide critical solutions to reduce plastic pollution. Next, government should play a vital role in solving plastic pollution problems by organizing awareness campaigns so that public are able to stay informed and issues related to plastic pollution and always aware of this problem. Lastly, we should actively participate in activities that clean up beach or river. This can help to remove plastic from the ocean and prevent them from getting there in the first place. This is one of the most direct and rewarding way in fighting ocean plastic pollution. You can simply go to the beach or waterway and collect plastic waste on your own or with your family and friends. You can also join a local organization cleanup or an international event like Global Ocean Cleanup or International Coastal Cleanup.
Dun 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 dun.
你不在咬它吗？